Hello farmers and welcome back to American Falls. We are headed on down to the store. We gotta lease the low boy so we can go ahead and sell all of our flour. I think the flour price has actually peaked. And ooh, the wheat field I want to buy looks like it actually has grown into the second growth stage. I need to get in there and do soil sampling, lime spreading, and fertilizing. The Voltra, I wonder if the Voltra should be able to have narrow tires on it. So I may have to take a trip on down to the store and convert that over so I can get in that field and get some work done. Because, I mean, I think it's going to show me, I think the yield's going to be like, what, 64%? Yeah, 64%. If I come in here and do everything I can do, we might be able to get, as the map says, like about around 115% maybe on average. So that's a big difference. So no contracts going on currently. I did get some contracts done at the end of November, getting our money up to $169,000. So we are just a few $1,000s short of being able to buy that property right there, and we're going to be able to do that very soon by selling this flour. I mean, the stock market page said the flour best time to sell is January, but it looks like the price was going up, and that's why I stopped time right here in the middle of the day, because the price stopped going up. So it's time to sell the flour. Let's just go into the store and go on down here to low boys or low loaders. And we're going to get this one right here. 15,000, but we're leasing it. I was looking at getting this one because it might be able to hold more pallets. But being 60,000 compared to 15,000, leasing fee is going to be a lot cheaper on this one. And we're not going that far with them. So I'm hoping that it can fit at least one, two, I'm going to say 6. Can it fit 6 of them on there? Hopefully it takes them to begin with. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to? I kind of forgot because it's been a moment. Do I need to activate the universal autoloader? No, I don't. I do not. Okay. That would have been a downfall a little bit. Well, not really. I could have just used super strength to pick them on up. Because we got a good number of pallets, but luckily I'm not going too far. And I just realized I think I left the traffic off. Let's go ahead and turn the traffic back on. Keep my eye out for that train coming. One of these days I'm going to get smacked by it. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. And it'll be funny when it does. Well, maybe it will be, maybe it won't. Alright, let's zip on in here. So all the flour has been made. That got done last month. So I turned everything off down here. And let me get out of the work zone first because we got more to spawn. Oh, you can only fit 6 on it? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going that far, so it's going to load up 6 at a time. So you're not going to watch me do all of them. So it's going to take a few trips, of course. But as I said, I'm not going too far. I am going just by the fuel station somewhere. I may remark this just to make sure I'm going to the right one. So I think it is that one I'm going to right in front of us. So let's go ahead and check the stock market page just once more, just to be sure everything's on the up and up. So flour, yeah, I should be getting around 42,000. That's before our environmental score bonus, which is like 14%. Harris Garage, Tag Place. That's where we're going. Start selling that flour. Alright, so there's one trip. And like I said, luckily I don't have many distances to go here. It's just across the street, basically. So I'm guessing with our environmental score bonus, we're going to be somewhere probably $50,000 from all the flour. And then, of course, buy the land and then start saving up for, I'm thinking, a bigger tractor. Getting a decent sized one so we can start really getting some work done around all of our fields. The one thing I kind of forgot to do was, since we're buying a field with wheat into it, I probably should have planted wheat in the other field, wheat or barley. That way the crop would have been ready in both fields at the same time, so when I lease a header for the combine, I can just have it for one day, and it'll keep the fees on down. But who knows, maybe by the middle of the year, I might end up buying a header, who knows. And maybe I can still find a crop to plant. Let's see, while this is selling, let me go ahead and have a look here. What can I plant? So wheat is going to be able to harvest in June and July. I could plant oats in March. And now if I plant it in March, it'll be ready for harvest in July. I don't know when the wheat field was planted. But I'll be able to, you know, I can harvest it in the same month. So probably oats. Because anything else I plant, well, I couldn't, well, not now. I don't want to do potatoes. We did sorghum. I kind of forgot. Can I do, is it oat flour on this one? Oat flour? Yes, there is oat flour. All right, so I'll probably do some oats. All right, so we're up to 177. Is that enough to buy that land right now? And then we can see how much extra we're going to have afterwards. Farmland. Nope, not quite enough. 178,776 is what we need. So let's go grab one more. Now the silage price is still going up. And of course, our fermenting silo is still processing grass. It's not going to get it all done, of course. We got tons more grass that needs to be fermented. But we got a decent amount. And I'll sell that when the price does peak. Usually, it seems like for me, silage is going to peak around midnight in December. So it might be dark. And we don't need to lease a wagon for that. Our forage wagon can carry the silage down. So there'll be a few trips back and forth. But you know what? I'm not going to mind too much because we are making money that way. I was stopping there waiting for the flour to sell. It's been one of those days for me. Yeah, not thinking straight. More than usual. Let's just say that. Alright, so let's sell this flour and then buy that land, which will make our bank account look very, very empty. But the value of the farm is going on up. I still have that $300,000 loan I need to repay at some point, but that's going to have to wait. All right, now let's go into farmlands, this wheat field here. I may extend this field, actually. There are some trees there, but we're not going to do anything with those trees. We can see the expected yield off this lot is 115%. So let's go bankrupt, almost. There we go. We got that wheat field. All right, so that brings us down to $3,600. But plenty more flour to sell. And I'm hoping by the time we get done, I might be back up around $40,000. Possibly. Fingers crossed. Because that would be very, very good. There's nothing in the store for sale right now that I really need. I think I'm just looking at a tractor itself. You know, maybe the Avatar seed drill, if that comes up, you know, that's something I guess I would think about, because I can always lease a tractor. And we know the Landini can haul it, but just not great. Alright, so I think I got all the flour out of the mill itself, so that's what I got left to sell. So it's going to be about maybe 4 more trips at least after this. So I'll see you in just a moment. And yeah, like I said, hopefully that money will be somewhere up near 40,000. One more trip, but we're going to be just shy of 40,000. But still, I'm still happy with it. Let's come around here, and I think I can fit this all on one more load. Yeah, just 5 pallets, so they should all fit. And then we can return the lowboy. Don't need it for anything else. The chickens and the ducks have not started producing eggs as of yet. Oh, but probably should double check on the food. I think we fed them in October, and they should be good for a little bit longer. This should give me above 35,000. I'll take it. 36,518 is what we're back up to. All right, let's go ahead and return this. All right, so now we got our field in front of us that needs to be taken care of. We need soil sampling. And, of course, we need to spread lime and fertilizer on it, I'm sure. So I'm going to go back and get the Voltra. I'll put the soil sampler and the spreader on it, which has fertilizer in it currently. And we'll do those steps after we go down to the store and put narrow tires on it. And then we'll have to empty out the fertilizer spreader and come back to the farm. And I do believe I got some lime, but I'm probably going to have to fill it on up because I'm pretty sure it's going to take a good amount. I'm almost pretty sure that we can put narrow tires on this small Voltra. I think it's considered a small tractor. Let's hop on out, and we want to customize the Voltra. And let's see, wheel setup standard, twin, rear narrow tires. That's what we would like. $1,000. Customize. All right, now make sure we attach everything that we need. Narrow tires always makes a tractor look funny to me. Some tractors that looks okay on, but then again, you're talking to someone who always puts wide tires on his tractor. So, soil sampler first. I'm going to start unfolding that now as I'm traveling down the road. Turn my beacons back on. Let's get the mini-map up in the bottom left-hand corner so I can kind of see where I've been. We should be okay. Yeah, we're fine. Not damaging any crop anywhere. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and just take a sample right there. That's good. Am I getting the whole field there? Oh, I am getting the whole field. Okay. I thought we might. So if I just go down the center, would be good. Now, I was talking about expanding this field, but I don't want to do it now because the crop is already in. So we're just going to have to go with it. I mean, I don't think I can actually, it looks like I can expand it more than I thought. Now, a soil sample is only going to take a sample where there is a field. It's not going to take a sample of the soil where there is no field, so when I expand the field, as I say the word field quite a bit, I'm still going to have to take soil samples in. Where does that road go? Let me send in the soil samples. I'll have to drop the fertilizer spreader for a second. There we go. And now I will go ahead and fold that on up. Samples are in. So I saw the expected yield is what, 70? Was it 64 or 74? We've already jumped it up to like 85. Of course, it all depends on what soil we're in. And of course, pH and nitrogen value are bad, but we're going to take care of that really, really quick. Yeah, so if I were to expand this field, which I want to, so it just goes on either side of the track. I mean, I could still, yeah, probably might get rid of this tree. I may cut this tree down. I still got all the trees down by the chicken coop that I want to cut down as well. If I could cut that tree down, we can put a road. I don't know exactly where the boundary line is, but you can kind of see what I want to do there. If I need access up here, which I don't know exactly why I would want to get access down that way, but maybe that way. I have no idea. All right, let's get focused on getting our field taken care of. Let's make sure I'm on the widest working width. I am. It looks like I'm getting the edge over there. Good. Oh yes, we're going from A reddish color to a greenish color. Oh, I did not know the field did that. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that road goes to the underpass of the railroad tracks. Yes, I have taken that a couple of times, actually. I think I actually went through there with a combine once already. So yeah, this field desperately needed some fertilizer. You can see in the upper left-hand corner where we are with the little red line and the checker flag of where we need to be. We're adding quite a bit, but this is going to definitely get our yield up. So if I'm planting oats and this field has wheat, that means straw. I will probably do some straw bales this upcoming season. So probably lease a baler at that point, unless I can afford one when it comes up for sale. But definitely got to prioritize, I think, a tractor first. I don't know why in this series I've been thinking I really need to get a Fendt. Because I think it's a brand that I really haven't used that much here in FS22. Although, since we're on American Falls, should I kind of get like an American tractor? Which sounds kind of weird, but be kind of like a John Deere or a Case. I don't see many Fendts around the States. Occasionally I do. They're very rare, but have seen a couple here and there. But of course, in the very beginning, it's going to be whatever the store brings up, because that's what we can afford. Alright, let me put that back on wider working width. Alright, so now let's hop out. Let's see how we're doing in the field. Alright, so we're getting up there. We're up to like almost 100% on this piece right here. Actually, I didn't look at the soil. Yeah, as long as we don't have any of the silty clay, because that's like the worst. And then again, sandy loam is not great, but then if I come over to here, yeah, loam is pretty darn good. That yield potential is 125 in loam, and sandy loam yield potential is down to 100. But we need some lime, so we need to go back to the farm, drop off the soil sampler. We don't need that anymore. I got to empty out the spreader with fertilizer in it. And I do have some lime, but I'm probably going to have to top this off, because I think we're going to go through the lime rather quick. And lime is cheap, so yeah, let's get a full spreader's worth, come down here, and fingers crossed I can get the whole field done with what can go in the spreader. Well, I did have enough supply in the shed of lime to only have to buy $700 more to fill up the spreader, so that's good. And let's get in here and further than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Yeah, so with precision farming, in case you're not used to it, we can spread lime after the crop grows. It may not look like that we need a whole bunch of lime by looking at the chart in the upper left-hand corner, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go through it pretty darn quick. I've already gone through 2,000 liters, but lime is cheap. I just hope I either I finish the field or I come up short by quite a bit. Because having to go all the way back to the farm just to get a little bit more be a little bit of a downer. So, of course, the wheat and the oats that we're going to be harvesting this upcoming season, most of it's going to go down to the mill to be made into flour. And we'll probably keep some wheat for the birds. I'm not really making food for pigs yet because we're a ways off on that. At least a couple more seasons, I think. So to keep a little bit of food for the pigs right now, Not really needed, I don't think. And I'm thinking we're going to be able to finish this field with the amount of lime that we have. Because in a second here, I'm going to narrow the working width. Just get me down to the end, please. But I don't think you're going to let me do that. Maybe. We're almost there. Yeah, we're going to make it. Perfect. And I think with a little bit I got left, since I'm going by it, we'll go ahead and take care of the grass field. Just empty this on out. So the one thing that did hurt a little bit was our environmental score. We were at a 14% bonus. But now we're down to 11% bonus. I probably should have... Wait, why are you showing me this over here? Why do I got to score... What do I own over here? I don't know. I don't own anything over here. Not really sure what that is for. Well, like I said, don't really have precision farming on here too much just to get the bonus. It's just helps me out not having to go back over fields twice to fertilize. I can do it one pass. So, not that big of a deal to me. I mean, it will hurt our environmental score bonus a little bit, but so be it. And this field doesn't really need lime, but like I said, might as well just go ahead and get rid of it. There we go. So that is our new wheat field taken care of. Doesn't have weeds in it, I don't think. I did not check, though. That field does not need to be plowed. At least it didn't a while ago. Not that it matters. I mean, there's crop in it. So, no, it doesn't need to be plowed. And there are no weeds in the field currently. So, that's good. So, yeah, that field's all set for harvest season, which is like 6 months away. So, time to go back to the farm, get the Landini ready, and the forage wagon, because pretty soon it'll be time to sell the silage. Oh, we do got some snow in the forecast, so I got that field done just in time. I mean, I don't know how farming would work. I never really tried spreading lime and fertilizer with snow on the ground. Don't know if that works or not. Maybe it does, have no idea. But I'm going to go back to the farm, probably speed up some time because the silage price is still rising. Maybe do I want to take a chance to even go to the morning of January? Well, we'll have a look-see. It's going to be dark here pretty soon. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm guessing somewhere around 4:30, the sun will be going down. And I really don't want to be selling the silage in the dark, but it depends how good the price gets. Well, just looking at the silage prices, they have pretty much peaked right now. So I have a few choices to go to. I'm actually going to go to the cheapest one because it's just right around the corner. But when I mean the cheapest one, the prices aren't that different. Bale selling station 186, 190. The problem, I could get 190 at the BGA. The thing is, though, it doesn't actually show. Here's the BGA. It doesn't actually show a selling area there. So it might be one of those things where I have to buy it in order to use it. Kind of like the grain mill. So I'm not sure if I want to, trundle along all the way back and forth here. It's going to be a few trips. The bale selling station is only right here. The other spot I could sell it is at We Buy, what's it called? We Buy Anything is down here. And that's only like a few dollars different. So, yeah, I'm actually going to take the cheapest route because I can take 23,000 liters at a time. And currently, well, how much more do I got after this here? Yeah, it says I got 292,000 liters more in stock. So currently I should get 55,000 along with what I got here. Well, let's go see what I get for this silage right here. Let me turn on my beacons because I don't want to cause any trouble. Actually, let me put on some headlights here so people can see me. I mean, we just got to go right over here. So that's very convenient. Yeah, I'm almost want to change my mind of where I want to put my production buildings. Where the greenhouses are, that's where I kind of want to put the vegetable productions from the new expansion. But then that's kind of like away from all the selling areas. So, you know, maybe I might want to change my mind. Now it shows the selling area is in here somewhere. Oh, there we go. So we're at $34,000, we'll call it. And what did I say we might get out of the rest of it? Like another 50. So maybe with this low, we'll get up to around $90,000 when I get done selling all this silage. It's not going to take that many trips. I mean, I know it said 250,000 liters. This does hold like 20 some odd thousand. So, you know, 5 loads is, you know, roughly just over 100,000 liters. So about 10 more loads. That's why I didn't want to go back and forth all the way up to the BGA, just get an extra $4 per 1,000 liters. I mean, yeah, it would add up, but maybe overall, what would that be? You know, quick guessing, like what, another $100 more? I probably burned that much in fuel going back and forth. But at least I won't be selling everything in the dark. And then, yeah, I'm pretty much done. Oh, yeah, I need to check. Just the one thing I need to check here before, because I kind of forgot earlier. The birds, yeah, they're good for a couple more months. They're about halfway down on the feed trough. So all this silage is from our grass field. We got 2 cuts in this year. And we got a good amount left to still be processed, another 146,000 liters. Let's just say we were up just over 300,000 liters, so it would have been nice if it was all fermented and processed, but that's okay. The money will be there next time. Yeah, there was a bigger forage wagon for sale in the store last episode as we saw. But it would be like double the size of this one right here, which would be great. Just that I don't think our tractors have enough horses under the hood to be able to manage hauling that much around. I mean, I think it would do, but I would lose so much time going back and forth trying to get, you know, speed-wise getting back and forth. It'd probably just equal out staying with what we have. And since we already have a forage wagon, I can save the money for something else. Speaking of things for sale, yeah, this is what's been in here. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I saw the Globetrotter came up. I'm like, in the future, that'd be good, but nothing else here. Yeah, actually, I think that is the forage wagon we were looking at. So, nothing for sale in the store that we need, but like I said, I want to save up for a bigger tractor. I think this Landini is a 225 horse, and if we can get something with like 350, that would be wonderful. The way my luck has been, not that this is bad, but it always seems to be a John Deere comes up for sale. And yeah, for a guy who didn't use much John Deere, seems like a lot of my series lately, I've been using John Deere. Well, Oceanside Forest, kind of, well, I think we actually did have a John Deere in that in the very beginning. But anyways, let me go ahead and make some trips back and forth here. And I'll see you in a little while, but I'm hoping when we get done, we're going to be approaching $90,000 in the bank account. This should be the last trip back to the farm to get silage. And we have reached $90,000, so I am a happy farmer today. Sold all of our products, bought our new field, got it all taken care of, and we got our money back up to $90,000, maybe $95,000 by the time we get done with it. And then maybe in January I'll have a quick look to see what the silage price is, because we are going to make some overnight, of course, so maybe sell a little bit more. Yep, that's all we got. That's all what we currently got. Another 100 some odd thousand more to be processed. And we'll keep our eye on the price of silage as we go along, because we got the forage wagon. So we don't have to lease anything. We just go ahead and sell it whenever we want. But then again, the price may not be good here. It might be somewhere else. Yeah, as for the BGA, I haven't really... I mean, I've gone by there, but I haven't sold nothing there yet. It just doesn't show a sell point. Even though the page says I can sell there, it just doesn't show it on the map that I can sell it there, which is kind of weird. So basically what I'm saying is, like we are here, you can see it's got like a little down arrow. We can deposit stuff, unload right here. But if we go up to the BGA, there isn't one. So I'm not too sure. $95,400 is what we end up with, which is not too bad. And I just checked the store page while this was loading and I was unloading. The store page hasn't changed any. And I was also looking at contracts, if there are any available to us right now. And currently there are 0 contracts available on the map. So let's go ahead and park this stuff on up. And we're going to go ahead and sleep at least until the morning of January. And just have a quick look around the farm to see what the map has in store for us. Any contracts? Probably not. Just have to keep an eye on the store, but then again, I don't think I'll get the tractor I'm looking for under $100,000. We still have our greenhouses bringing us in some money. They're about half full of water. I mean, I guess I could sell the greenhouses for like 30 grand. That's what we get for them. So, I mean, if we're kind of close, we can kind of look at that. So you turn the beacons off. Lights are off. And now the Landini is off. And now I'm off to bed. Yeah, what time is it going to get dark here? It's 3:30. I'm guessing, like I said, between 4 and 4:30. There's 4. And now that's 4:30. So pretty spot on as far as I'm concerned. Let's just turn down the speed here. And we'll wake up at 9. No, I'll wake up at 8. I can always fast forward. The reason why I want to wake up still at 8 o'clock is because the contracts can come and go rather quickly, playing 1 day per month. So if there are any contracts, I want them to be ready. Oh, it snowed pretty good overnight. So probably no contracts whatsoever, which is fine. The birds, they need to be fed today. So I might be taking care of and really? I mean, it's not the same combine, but it may as well be. Apparently, a lot of Case combines for sale around here, because that's what we bought. I think we got the 8200, didn't we not? Oh, so 92. We got the 9250. I apologize to you, Mr. Beast. 9250 is what we got there for the combine. So, yeah, nothing that we need in the store. Wait, what was the third thing? Oh, the auger for a mill. So I'll probably take care of the chickens. I'll feed them. I just got to lease that small little trailer, and they'll be fine. How much silage did we get overnight? 40,000, and the current price for silage is what? Well, the price is going back up. Well, maybe I'll start selling this at the beginning of next episode, and we'll feed the chickens, and they'll just move on to February and March. We'll bring a little bit more cash. But the money did go up overnight, I think. Did it not? I think it went up some. I kind of forgot where we're at. Maybe we lost a little bit. I don't know. Numbers everywhere in my head right now. But winter has settled in, so we got to feed the birds. Oh, wait. Did the birds actually have any eggs yet? Not yet. 5 months old. We got 1 more month to go before I think they start laying eggs. Yeah, they still got 1 more month to go. I think the ducks are in the same process there. Then we'll start getting some eggs. I just want to see what the eggs spawn. I'm not worried about selling eggs and getting money that way. But hooray, we're up to 3 fields, 1 grass and 2 arable fields. And yeah, we got to plant some oats. Probably be doing that next episode, because I don't expect much to happen in January for contracts. February, might see a couple contracts. If any good ones come up, of course, you know me, I'll have to do them. But we'll have to wait and see for next time. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Falls. But until then, have a good one.